Hello, my family. How is everyone? I hope you guys are having a great day today. It's Wednesday, and I am going to continue on with our beautiful autumn journal. I feel like it's coming along pretty well. I worked on some more of it off camera, and I got a few more pages done. I'm not going to go through everything, but I'll just kind of flip through here. This one's, I've still got some work to do. I would like to do a little more work here, but yeah, it's coming along. This is that one I did the sari silk on the back of the journal card, and it fits into this belly band on the other side, and then it shows on this side. I thought that was really pretty cute. So we're got a few things on that page, and I'm not done with this one yet. And yeah, so but it is coming along. It's we're getting some stuff done here. I like this page. Got to do that side. Put some cloth down on this page, and did this. It's got a few journal cards, and yeah. So I don't know. I thought we would decorate a couple of things today, and hopefully it'll inspire you guys. Or I'll be inspired. I found my Thanksgiving stickers that I had bought, so I was using those and added those to some things. I did this morning, I did this little envelope. So I think that's pretty cute. It's got, you can see, so it says, "Oh my gourd, happy fall, sweet autumn." And then this, of course, is an envelope. It just flips open, and we had done these together with this with a music sheet with the napkin decoupaged on it. So, and this, I think, yeah, this was the one I did without any glue or Mod Podge. So yeah, I'll probably do the back because it's a little big. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is this will go into one of these file folder pockets on the front or the back cover. Okay, so yeah, so more than likely I'm gonna do some decorating on that front as well, because I wouldn't bother if it weren't for the fact that it's going to be inside something. So I went through some of my cards and stuff that I've cut out, and I was thinking that the littler ones, there are some really pretty cards over here, beautiful stuff. And I was thinking that we could distress and pick some of these to go into our little belly band, booklet. I hadn't done anything to the back, but these are printed out on cardstock. It's kind of a medium weight cardstock. It's not too thick. But I think it's sturdy enough to keep it as a card on its own and not have to worry about putting anything on the back. And I've got just so many fun different little things here to put inside this journal. So I was getting kind of excited. I did quite a bit of work on it after the video I shot yesterday. I just kept going, and I would have jumped back on and recorded more. However, Courtney was getting up from his nap pretty soon, and I didn't want to get into the middle of a video and then have him have to, be quiet and stay in the background and stuff. So I just went ahead and waited to do it today. So I know this video will go up on Wednesday. I'm shooting it on Sunday. So yeah, I was thinking have some pretty little autumn cards inside of these pockets. I've got this belly band. I've got 2 belly bands and 3 pockets. Okay, so let me see what I've got here. Yeah, these are just, aren't they just so pretty? Little tiny pockets. Look at that. This was a good, I found a couple of really good kits. Yeah, I'm going to go into, oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to go into my purchases so that I can find them for you. I may like add a word here and there on these cards, but to be honest, I think maybe some gold gilding around the edges with our paint stick, huh? Just to kind of let it look like a frame. And I think that that's really all these need. They're beautiful, and I don't really want to detract from these pictures because they're just so pretty. So let's see here. I'll do that with the other one I just put in there too. I'm just gonna kind of give this a little gold frame, and I think honestly that's really all this is gonna need, is something like that. Let's do this one as well. I am gonna darken this sky just a little bit. Oopsie. I'm in frame, right? Okay. Just making sure. I need to tape this piece of paper down. It's coming up and it's bugging me. There we go. Yeah, so it's Sunday and we got up, let's see what time. I got up at 5. I actually slept in. Well, 4:50 or something like that. I actually slept in. So that was nice. And then Cordy got up, and so it was around 6. So we turned on this new church service and tried it. Really liked the message and really liked the worship, and it was just real nice. It's over here in Casa Grande. They have different locations, I guess, throughout the Phoenix Valley, but there is a location that's kind of close to us. So we really like that. So we're gonna watch them again and watch a couple of services from there and see what we feel, if we feel like that's somewhere we'd like to go. Because we want to find a church that's we can go to in person, not just watch online, which is fine. I mean, but we just both feel like we'd like to be part of a family and not just on our own. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we're gonna see, and if it doesn't work out, we've got another one that's over in Santan Valley that we'd like to check out. So yeah, that's what we did, and then we finished watching a movie. We always do that. I think I've mentioned before, we have a tendency to like watch part of a movie and then turn it off and then come back to it a week later and watch it. We did that last week. We started The Mighty Ducks with Emilio Estevez, or Estevez. How do you say his name again? Is it Esteban or Estevez? Anyway, so yeah, old 90s movie. So then we watched the rest of that this morning and together, and then we watched let's see, what did we do? What did we watch after that? Trying to think. Oh, we started to watch Mighty Ducks 2, and then I told him, can we wait on that, because I went and made us some lunch, and we had a nice lunch. Oh, look at her, isn't she cute? We ate I made homemade au jus beef sandwiches and some french fries. He loves my it's basically chili, Philly steak cheese sandwiches with au jus. I slice up onion, and I use sweet onion, and then I slice up whatever bell pepper I have. Today I used red. I'll use green as well, or I don't care on the color of my bell pepper. And so I sliced up bell pepper, and then I sliced up fresh mushrooms, and I sauteed all of those in olive oil, and then I sliced very thinly sliced sirloin steak, and basted that in some olive oil with some really good seasonings, and then sauteed that, or threw that in with the vegetables and sauteed it all together. And then I crumble up, I take a mozzarella, an Italian mixed cheese, and I stirred that through, shredded, and then I did I'm going to see if this little girl will fit right here. I think I can get her to fit. Yeah. She's a little bit tight, so what I'm going to do, Here it is. I use my bone folder, and if I find that like an area is a little tight for me, I will stick my bone folder in and just kind of open it up a little bit, because you know how glue spreads. And not all the way, of course, because you're going to mess up your pocket. But I take something thin that has kind of a dull edge to it and run it through there. Even like something small like this little spatula type thing. And just kind of lift that paper just enough that it's going to fit the card I want. See, to slide in there. So there we go. Now she's better. And anyway, so then I saute all that together, and then I stir in the cheeses. And then I did... I took provolone slices and I laid it on like filled the pan just like that, two and two, and let that melt on top. And then I toast our ciabatta bread in my air fryer, and I put some garlic and butter on there, and I use a light butter on that. And then yeah. It's pretty good, you guys. When it's all said and done, it is pretty delicious. Let me make sure I got gold on all these pictures. I'm going to have to pick, I'm going to have to pick something to kind of cover this pink butterfly. Let's see. So, yeah, that's what I did this morning. That was fun. I love doing that. My honey on Sunday morning, or Sunday. It was kind of a brunch time. It wasn't breakfast and it wasn't lunch. Yeah, she's a little wide for that. I was looking for something that's big enough to cover where that butterfly's at without bending or folding. Just trying to cover up some of that pink. Yeah, this one will work. So I'm going to glue that down. Yeah, so what'd you guys eat today? What'd you have for... yeah, today is Wednesday for you. What are you guys going to have for dinner? What'd you serve for dinner? It's always fun. I love to cook. I do. It is another passion. I made Friday. I made I had not made any in a long time, soup. I made a really good, Sonia, you're always mentioning soups. I made a delicious homemade chicken noodle with like a creamy base to it. Oh, it turned out so good. I hadn't made it in a long time. I was really surprised. But yeah, it did. It turned out really good. It had carrots and celery and onion and chicken breast, and I used mushrooms too, and then I used like a melody of carrots, so it wasn't just orange carrots that were in it. It was a bunch of different carrots, and it turned out nice. Sorry about that, I'm yawning. It turned out really yummy. We enjoyed it a lot. I was looking here. Maybe I'll put a pumpkin instead. Will this fit over here? I was going to say maybe I'll put this little leaf on this side. Gotta get a little bit of distress around these edges. Okay. All right. Okay. There we go. And I'd like to do something behind these cards too. What do you guys think? I want to put, I wonder if just maybe, these are really sweet little stickers here. I like these. Let me see here. I love these. These cards are so pretty. this set, I was thinking, you know, I can use the ones with the flowers on them and stuff. I can use them at any time of year. They're just a really pretty, you know, the color is so neutral and darker. It's not so bright. Yeah, I like these a lot. So we're just going to kind of turn this little booklet into a fall type setting. And I think we're going to just do it with some pretty photos collaged around it, okay? That will be fun, and it'll look nice. It'll look nice, and I hope you guys like the journal. I think it's turning out kind of pretty. I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to envision how I want to do the cover. I have a few ideas. Once I get something in my brain that's set in stone, I will begin work on it, of course. Just going to do a few of these up and get them distressed, and then I'm going to do kind of a little bit of collaging around this. I love collaging. You can just layer and layer and build and make things look so amazing. You know, I just love it. In fact, I think this right here, I like the way that looked. So this is going to go right here on this corner here, next to our little leaf. Let me see. I'm not sure I'm putting that there, but I'm going to prepare a few. Let's see. What about, I have give thanks, God answers prayers. I wonder if, let me see, I'm going to lay some of these down real quick before I forget where I had them. I love angles. You guys probably see that a lot. I like things to be cockeyed, or I like everything to be straight. I don't know. I like both, but it just depends on what I'm working with. Kind of determines what I end up doing. I have a smaller one here. I think I'm going to use the smaller one. I wanted to say I'm really sorry I went over so far yesterday on the time. I just really got into what we were doing, what I was doing with the decorating and getting stuff prepped, and I really did not see what time it was until it was way later than I wanted it to be. So please forgive me. Oh, this is cute. Let me see. Eye covers a little bit too much. However, I may end up putting him somewhere over here. How about this little guy? I want there to be something to offset these two because they're shaped so similarly. I like that one. Let's see how it looks once it's distressed. So so this morning Cordy got up and he came out and he had seen where, if any of you are involved or have seen it, The Chosen. Dallas Jenkins is the producer, writer, director of this. He's really, really doing a great job with it. And they're getting ready to start their third season. So the first 2 episodes are going to be in the movie theater, which is really exciting. God is being glorified. I'm so excited about that. And so we're going to go and we're going to go support. We already are givers to The Chosen production, and we're regular givers to it. because it's been such a blessing to us, and we really believe, you know, in spreading the gospel. And so yeah, and so we're gonna go support them live there. So we've already bought our tickets for the November 18th is the first showing. We're gonna go on the 19th, which is Saturday. I'm gonna get me a drink. But we're super excited about that. Cordy was like, you better tell everybody. I said, I know, I'm gonna tell my girls. I'm gonna tell my girls. If you don't know about it, get involved. It's awesome. If you do know about it, but didn't know they were coming to theaters, there you go. Yeah, it's going to be so fun. So we're going to go into town early. I bet you guys already know what I'm going to say. We're going over to the theater next to Hobby Lobby. Praise God. Cordy's idea. Plus, it's the closest one to us. I mean, we can go to other ones, but that is the closest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into town at 9 a.m. because the showing is at 11:15 is the first showing of the day. Okay, so we're going to go in at 9 o'clock when Hobby Lobby opens. We're going to go to there and go shopping for about 45 minutes to an hour or so, and then we're going to go somewhere nearby, and we're going to have our lunch or breakfast / lunch. So a little brunchy poo there on Sunday morning or Saturday morning, and then we're going to go over to the theater. And since they're showing the first 2 episodes, it's going to be about 2 hours and 50 minutes. And so yeah, we're going to go over there and spend the rest of our time in town at the theater. And then we're going to come home and crash. That's the plan. That's the plan. So Lord willing, that's what we'll be doing. Not next Saturday, but the following Saturday. So good times. It'll be fun. Maybe I'll have a haul to show you guys, which will be fun too. We'll see. I'm trying to decide which way. I guess this is up. Can't really tell as well, but that's okay. So I'm going to put this one straight here in the center of this little belly band, and then I'm going to build, and I think, you know what, I think I'll put the oval ones first. Kind of build a little small collage on top of each other here. Here in the corner. And then maybe I shall bring in another oval. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do something a little bit like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put this one down. Okay. Now let me see. Bring in some circles and see what it does. I don't know. I think I'll put words here. Yeah. I have all of my autumn-y words here. Let's see what we've got. Turkey time. Oh, we've got tons of words here. Oh, seriously. There were so many in my kits that, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Coffee on fall day. Autumn leaves. Fall breeze. Cozy vibes. I can do leaves are falling over here. That's cute. And sweet like pumpkin pie. Fall is in the air. Let's get cozy, stay cozy. Home, cozy home. That one's cute. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Okay. Do a little bit of distressing on this one. I'm going to corner this one before I'm going to corner all of these because I just like them better like that most of the time. I mean, once in a while I don't mind leaving the squared off sharp angles, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to kind of fill this little baby up so we can glue it into the book and get it in there. And there's a lot of components to this. So, should it be, yeah, I'm going to do cozy home, grateful. Okay. Between these little. And this we're going to make straight because we have those nice angles with the other stuff, so the straight words will stand out pretty, I think. Thanks for hanging out with me while I decorate and do this journal. I know this isn't as exciting a video, you know, but I'm going to redo I'm going to keep practicing making dangles and redo my video on that, or do something different, you know, maybe not focus on Christmas and Thanksgiving. I just wanted to make a couple for the journals, but make some just for general use, you know, in day-to-day journals, whatever I make. That way I'll have some made. I'm going to put the leaves are falling on this pocket. Okay. Go up a little bit. I don't want to hit that leaf. There we go. Okay. So those two center areas are done. Now let's see this side. I want something for up here, so I'm probably going to just continue with the theme I've been using here. That'd be oh, I just dumped them all to the side over here. I have got so many stacks. Seriously. I'm a messy girl right now. Too many pieces in here for me to keep things straight. There we go. That's better. That's better. We good up there, guys? You can see okay, everything. Making sure. That's what we have so far. We're going to have to do this video may be centered around decorating this sweet little belly band. Okay. Let me see. Do I have any pictures of pumpkin pie? I've got plenty of pumpkins. I was wondering. I think I do, actually. I think I did, or I have some in the stacks over here that I haven't cut yet. I almost think I do have pumpkin pies. I feel like I do. Huh. Oh, here's a bigger, oh yeah, here, maybe I'll put one of these. Look, these are like the bigger version of, oh, that's pretty. The tiny ones here. So these are the bigger versions of them. Aren't they nice? I love these. How about this little guy? I can just trim him. I bet I can trim him up a little bit and make him fit. If I just, let's see. How much do I need to make him fit? Not much. Just a little bit. It's a bummer I had to cut some of that parchment look off at the end, but we'll just distress it and it'll come back. It'll come back to life. It's funny how that brown ink makes things look life. To me, it brings them to life. I don't know, something about that. I just love. So yeah, we're going to put this little man here, I think. My fingers are so inky and glued now. I'm glad that one of my friends here on the channel, our family member Pam, told me she loves when I get inky because it makes her feel better too, because I don't care, because I'm messy like the rest of you, which I am. We're all in this together, you guys. Trust me. Don't ever feel like your messiness is a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means you're being productive, I think. You know? It's a sign that you're really creating something. So enjoy that feeling. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad about it, okay? Seriously. When you can't stand your area because it's too messy, then you'll know it's time to straighten it up. You know when it's time. I'm going to put this one right here. I like the way, the reason is, I like the way the contrast of how it's flowing. I like that. So it keeps it all in the right flow. And then we'll do more up here on the top one. And then we'll probably put some of those pretty little portrait ones out on the other parts here. Yeah, this is going to be cute when it's done. Thanks again for this idea, Sonia. This one was yours. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let's put this little picture back in here so I don't forget where everything goes. She's so cute. And then we'll put this one back where it goes. These are beautiful, beautiful pictures. Okay, so I'm going to do the top one, and then we can do the outer, the first pockets. Okay. Yeah, it's feeling nice and getting full. I like that. Okay, since that's another belly band, I was going to say, I wanted to see if doing it like at the bottom would be cute, or at the top. Hello Autumn, when you open it. I like that, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to put that at the very top of the belly band. When you first open it, you'll see this. Yeah, today when we listened to that church service, the message, it was really good. It was not a complicated message where you had these epiphanies that made you go, oh, wow. You know, it was just, by the time it was done, I was crying and rejoicing in the Lord, because it was about, his messages right now are about heaven and hell, and today's was about heaven, and he's not done expounding on that, you know, inexhaustible subject, but he was talking about different facts, you know, concerning heaven and what the Bible tells us, and what the myths that we sometimes believe about our eternity, you know. And he did the coolest thing. He showed a big long rope, and I think I have seen this somewhere before, but it had been a long time, and it really is impactful. I'm just seeing if this shows up at all. It's not really doing a lot for that, so we'll just put it up here on the sign. But yeah, the pastor there was showing, he showed this long rope, and at the very tip he had colored it red, and then the rest of the rope was white. Well, the part that was red represented our life on earth during this time, okay? And the rest of the rope represented eternity. And he was talking about the fact at the beginning of it that we focus so much on the day-to-day life here on this earth that we forget to focus on eternity and the eternal perspective of what God told us. You know, Paul warned us, this is temporary, you know. don't set your mind and your hopes and your thoughts on the things that are below. Set them on the things that are above, because those heavenly promises God has given us, those are real, and it's a place. It's not some floating in the sky, we're going to be bored. It was just really good. He talked about how we have this perception sometimes as church people that, life with the Father in eternity is going to be boring. And how often have we thought that, maybe when we were younger? He said, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but it's true. We tend to think that way. And he's right. He's right. There is that perspective out there. I've heard many people say that. And when I was younger, I actually thought that myself, and he explained why, he felt like people do think that sometimes. And then he talked about how, God has promised us that eye has not seen, nor ear has heard, nor mind has thought of the things that God has prepared for those who love him, And it was really, really nice, because I was sitting there and I was listening to him, and it was just such a blessed reminder of yes, I know these scriptures. Yes, I agreed with him, and I know this teaching, of course, but the way it was brought across was just such a sweet reminder. He talked about how, it tells us that when we see Jesus, we will know as we have been known, and in all of his wondrous glory, we're going to know him in the fullness, in the richness of him, and we're going to know the fullness and richness of ourselves and what it means to be here. And he was, one thing he said that really struck me, you guys, was, and a lot of you may know this fact. I've probably heard it and it's just slipped my mind. But he was talking about the fact that what we see, and we focus so much, we're visual beings. We focus so much on what we see. And he was saying, we only use 35% of our vision, our eyes. We only use 35%. So when it tells us we're going to see him and we're going to know as we've been known, we're going to finally have all of that lifted away, that veil that we look through, that unclear veil that we have to gaze through, the looking glass that has that blur to it that we just can't quite see, is going to be gone. And he said, we look at colors, or we look at places on the earth, and we just admire the beauty of God's creation. He goes, can you imagine? We only use 35% of the strength of our eye, okay? We have 65% of light is blocked. We can't see all the vibrancy of the real colors out there. Can you imagine? I mean, I was sitting here when he said that, and I looked down at these colors that I'm working with right now, and I think these are so bright and so vibrant. Are they too bright? Are they too vibrant? And then I'm like, oh my goodness, can you imagine these being 65% more vibrant than they already are? I mean, oh my goodness, the beauty, the majesty of our God and his creation. It's phenomenal. It's beyond my grasp. I got so happy listening to him talk about it that I started crying, and I was just rejoicing in the Lord, my Savior. I was so happy to hear him reminding me of the greatness of my God and what is in store for me and for all of my family in Christ. And I was just praising the Lord, thanking Jesus. So yeah, that was what I was learning today, and it was wonderful. I praise God for that. So yeah, it's a good message, good time had in the presence of my Lord. So just bless you guys with that, and I hope that gives you something to dwell on and go, whoa, just that epiphany, that awareness again of him. Sometimes our lives can seem so disconnected. I just talked to you about this yesterday. So disconnected and everything. And then, how you stay in the presence of the Lord. You focus your thoughts, your mind. Our mind is the biggest part of who we are. I mean, our life, our perception of life and of situations, and how we perceive it in our mind, how we look at things, is such a big part of how life evolves and moves for us. And, you know, you got to stay mindful of the Lord Jesus. You got to stay mindful of Christ, and mindful by being grateful, walking in love toward other people, thinking of others before you think of yourselves, and focusing your thoughts. Sometimes I know for myself, and I think a lot of us in America and in the world nowadays with our technology and our social medias and stuff and our television and the movies and all the entertainment we have, you know, entertainment is just another word. I believe, I can't remember the exact thing that it said about entertainment, but it was talking about the fact that when we entertain our minds with television and different stuff like that, we are literally shutting down our ability to think, and we're allowing that thing in front of us to think for us, that television, you know. And when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, because your mind kind of shuts down and you're just focused on that, you know. So get in the Word and make yourself focus on the Lord throughout the day. You know, when it talks about praying without ceasing, that just means being always mindful of Him and being in a constant inner conversation with Him in prayer. You know, prayer is that monologue with God, and it can be a dialogue, you know, depending on if He's the one talking and you're listening. but it's that back and forth, that exchange, and that listening and being in His presence. And you can do that in your own day-to-day life, just at work, doing your job. You can just stop for a minute, take a break, go to the restroom, whatever you need to do, and just say, Lord, I'm here, I'm listening. I just wanted to reconnect, and I wanted to feel that sense of your presence. That's what I need a lot, you guys. I need it a lot, and I do it. I have to do that a lot. I'm going to run this along so I don't totally waste this. I'm going to see if any of it will rub off. No, it's too dry. But yeah, so that mindfulness of His presence, and you know, in His presence is fullness of joy forevermore, and His joy is our strength. So when you're mindful of Him, you walk away from that a stronger person. You walk away from that a more joyful person. And yeah, I had that today when I listened to that message. It really, really spoke to my heart, and I just had to share it with you guys because I love you. And I wanted to let you know what I learned, because I don't always talk about what I learned. So that was my teaching today. Praise God. This is going to be so cute. This journal in general is just turning out to be really pretty. I'm thinking I'm going to make this the backdrop on this one, and then put this one as the card. And possibly, you know, I just really love these pictures. I think they're beautiful, and I want to use them. I may print more of them out just to use them in other stuff. They're very, I think they have a very earthy, romantic feel to them. Not just fall, but can also be used in a really pretty, you know, journal with romance, or you know what I'm saying, like just that feeling of home. Now this one's got, you know, the corn stalks and stuff, but still, it's just pretty. I love it, love it, love it. Let me see. Yeah, that card goes good there. And then I'm going to put a couple of little cards behind. So we're going to, there's so many here to choose from. Oh, he's cute. Look at him. We'll use the squirrel on one of them here. Just distressing the back so I don't have a stark white card in there. If you're new to junk journaling, we do all that distressing to make it look vintage and aged and give it character, you know. If you enjoy that stark white look, by all means, I always tell you guys, leave it. Don't feel like you have to do anything on account of seeing somebody on YouTube do it. We're just doing our thing and hopefully inspiring somebody, you know. Seriously, that's really, if you ask any YouTuber, we're not here to you know, expect anyone to do it like we do it. We're just here doing it, hoping that we inspire someone to pick something up and start working with it, you know, just encouraging you to be free to create, you know. I'm going to go ahead and put this little card back there, but I'm going to kind of leave him tucked out a little bit so you can see him. I guess I could put him sideways, huh? Yeah, like that. There we go. Now you'll know there's a card there. And then I need one for in here. These make it so easy. They're just so beautiful. I don't even have to really... Ah, look at that one. That's pretty. I don't really even have to think about it. I mean, they're just gorgeous. And I'm just darkening what they already... They did a really nice job on distressing the edges of these, making these look distressed. They did a real good job on that. So who all, I mean, if you want, you can comment. I would love it, because I was going to ask who all is new out there to junk journaling, and how long have you been doing it? And if you haven't yet joined any Facebook groups, there are wonderful Facebook groups out there for junk journalers. I did not know about the groups until months and months into doing this myself. That's why I'm telling you guys that. I just ran across them by chance one day, and was like, wait, whoa, because I found junk journaling through, first of all, through Natasha on Treasure Books, and did not really know anything about it, and then fell in love with watching her do stuff. Little by little found Tina, and then I found Pam and Gail and different ones, and so yeah, it was just a process. Well, I had already been doing junk journals and ephemera and working with this stuff for months, probably 3 or 4 months, before I found out that there were groups out there. I think it was probably longer than that. It was after, I think it was after the first of the year before I joined any groups. So yeah, so there are wonderful junk journal groups. Our channel has a junk journal group affiliated with it. It's called Creatives Inspired Corner. And it says it's affiliated with Tara's Take, so you'll know it's part of the family of Tara's Take. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. If you want to be a part of our group, just go on there and look us up. We have links on the there's links on the About section of this channel and on the very front page of the channel. If you visit the actual channel and not just click on the video, you'll see the links, okay? You're welcome to join. Everybody's welcome. And on my channel, you know, our family, we post whatever. We post poetry, we post junk journals, we post paintings, we post, I want everybody to remember that. You don't have to just post junk journals. You can post anything that you want that has something to do with creativity. Something to do with art, okay? So... this little thing took me a minute, but I'm glad I took the time to decorate this, because I really wanted it to be finished so I could get it into the book. Now we just have to pick the right page for it. We'll probably just do that together too. And I believe I'm going to take a couple of little, yeah, something like that. Since I've done that sort of look all the way through, I might as well finish it off like that, right? And the reason I used the things that I used, these kind of dusky colors, is because the front picture I had used initially for this was kind of a dusky brown, this picture here. Yeah. And so I just thought that these would go well throughout. We do need something on that front pocket. I just noticed it's empty too. There we go. Yeah, this kit, I can't remember who made it. I don't think it's one that I normally buy from. That's why I can't quite place it but I will. I'll figure it out, and then I'll try to remember to link it. Let me see if I got everybody. Oh, that's pretty. You guys like it? See, let me see if you can see it okay. Yep. I think it looks pretty. I need something here. So we're going to do, oh, look at this little one. It's so cute. I'm going to use it. It's so pretty. I'm going to glue it down so I don't need to do all that. And I think, since we have this beautiful color up here, I might go ahead and do another leaf and then just put that down with it. It's kind of hard to get the glue on these spiky leaves. It's a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, Captain. Yeah, so I went to bed really late last night, you guys. I went to bed at 9:20. How many of you are laughing right now? I understand. I know. Well, I go to bed at like 6, between 6 and 7:30 every night, even on Saturdays usually, or Fridays, because I get up so early to go to the laundry and stuff on Saturday. So I used to stay up, you know, until like midnight, and then get up and go to work at, you know, get up at like 6, 5 or 6, go to work all day, come home, do it all over again. You get older and it's not the same. And then also if you have any health issues like I did this last few years, it's just, you know, it's just not the same. You can't do what you used to do. You can't get away with the same things. I want to use this so bad, but I don't think it really goes right here. I think the leaf is good enough. Okay, so we have, all right, there we go. So you have this. Let me see. Maybe he'll go right here. He's so cute. I kind of want to give the flare of these a little bit, because when you open it, that's all you see is these. Yeah, maybe I'll do one here. And then, let me see. Maybe I can do, I don't see another teeny tiny one like that. Oh, wait, I see one. Ah, little mushrooms. Look. There we go. They're going there. Yes, I'm going to darken the edges. I know it's silly, but that white where I cut the paper, that's why I'm doing this, if you're wondering. It's because the edge is white, and it kind of shows up. You know, just kind of does. And I don't want it to, so. Okay. I get enough glue everywhere. All right. We'll just do them the same way. Right on the corner. All right, there we go. So we give thanks because God answers prayers. Look at that. And you open it. Let's see, we'll pull back so you guys can see it a little better. See my mess? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so there's that. And you got the little card behind here. And hello, Autumn. And we have this little card, and then you've got that beautiful picture. And this side. And this side. Oh, I like it. I hope you guys like it. All right, let's find a spot for it in our book, and we'll be done for the day. Wow, I did not realize that that one piece was going to take me that long, but you know what? I'm okay with that. It was worth it because it turned out pretty, right? Okay, so let's see. We're going to find a spot, a pretty spot. Oh, you know what? Let's see, just for fun. Does that go good there? What do you think, guys, on top of this cloth? And I wanted, just in case anybody sees, these holes are still accessible. I left the cloth up. I didn't glue right by the hole so that it would let me maneuver. I am going to get some to go with, oh, what are they called? Grommets? Yes, grommets to go with my, you know what I'm talking about. These guys, these are too big, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I just can't think of what they're called right now. I know what they're called. So anyway, yeah, so I was thinking that I am going to get some of those to do through the cover so that it looks better. I'm wondering if I should just use hot glue to get this down since it's on that cloth. The hot glue really does glue down really well. I'm going to do it from this side. Leave that side open because I'm going to glue this down as a pocket. Okay. And this hot glue against the cloth really sticks well. I'm going to put it closer to over here because I want to probably do a ruffle or something along this. I might want to do a ruffle. I've been kind of making room for them throughout. I usually put ruffles down first on my pages, but I didn't do that this time. So we'll see if I regret it or not. I'm hoping I don't regret it. Yeah, I don't think with all that stuff in there, I don't think our magnet is any longer really maneuvering, but this thing's been closed for so long now that it's sticking. So there is the home page for that. It's got that pumpkin fabric behind, and that's going to be today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the decorating and the talking and hanging out with me, and I know I enjoy you guys, and I love hearing from you all. I would love to hear from you, whatever you want to talk about, okay? So you guys have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. It'll be Thursday, right? Yes. So I'll see you on Thursday. Have a great day. I love you. God bless. Bye.